Star Citizen, the game with 1,000 bikes to ride and nothing to actually do with them. Folks, welcome to the channel. I'm just kidding. Oh, maybe just a little bit. Yes, we have, what, a dozen bikes, including the different variations of each, and not much to do with them. But hey, I thought I'd just do a little review of some of the more common models out there. I have here the Dragonfly, which I'm in right now. There's the Hoover quad, the Nox, and the latest, the tiny, super tiny, as you can appreciate there, Mirai Pulse. Let's take the Dragonfly for a ride, see how it goes. Nothing special. The Dragonfly is probably my least favorite. It's probably the slowest one. I think it's quite old too. I think it has some time already in it. So yeah, it's just, well, I don't know. One of these things. The flight model in all of these is pretty terrible. Nothing is really all that good. I don't know, in terms of speed, maybe they always do the latest one. There you go, firing, shooting. Shotgun, is it? It's a ballistic shotgun? I have no clue. But it's usually the case that whatever new thing they have, that's the thing that works the best. Then, you know, as time goes by, they nerf it, and whatever new bike they come up with, and there's always going to be a new bike, that thing is the one that works the best. So yeah, careful with those ramps. If you go pretty high, you may end up crashing a little bit into the ground. So yeah, so this is definitely the biggest one of the bunch, and the least maneuverable one of the bunch, I think. Yeah, it's not great. Let's leave that here and go for the next one that we have. In line, we have, yeah, sorry for the weather. We have the Constellation Outland Hoover quad. All right, all these ones are supposed to have storage. Storage is, though, let me show you. Storage is bugged. Infinite storage. You can't do anything with this. You can just try to drop something, will not do a damn thing. Trying to find like a way around the bug, like open like that. Still nothing. So yeah, for now, forget it. It's nice to have a little bit of storage, because maybe carrying a few weapons or something. And usually for the new ships, they are more generous, right? So that's always something that you like to see. Yeah, and this is far more agile, a lot more agile. It has no weapons though, but it is far more agile and responsive than the Dragonfly. This one I've used, I mean, these things you don't use a whole lot, but this one I remember using in a bunch of different you know, little adventures I got myself into. This one is quite handy, very maneuverable, not as large as the Dragonfly, which is enormous and just not at all handy. I've gotten on top of vehicles with this thing. It's okay. You know, this is one of the nicer bikes that you can have. If you are careful enough, you can do sort of stuff like this. You know, like get on top of stuff. Yup. Go, and it climbs, man. It is okay. Nice, responsive, and of all of this stuff, you know, all of this excess of shit that we don't actually need, this one I would say is one of the bikes I have used at times and I find to be okay. So yeah, that's what I have to say about, fortunately the storm has passed a little bit. Let's leave that here. So this one, it is available in game, it is cheap, and there's occasions in which you may find it useful. So that's the Hoover quad. Then we have the Nox, right? This thing here. You see, enter pilot seat. This one for a while I carried it in my 400i, because if you go like a little bit sideways, it does fit. As you see, I don't have the X1, which for whatever reason I guess it got deleted with a patch. This one is not as responsive. I mean, it's okay, flies nice in a straight line, but it's not as responsive as the Hoover quad. I don't know what it is about it, but hey, just a little bit less. It's pretty solid, I would say. The flight characteristics, if we can call it that. Oh yeah, you do have guns. You have a couple laser guns there. And can you go like pointing downwards? Anyway, you have a couple bulldogs there. And yeah, that's how it goes. I don't know, maybe if I had used this one more, I would have liked it more, I guess. But the Hoover quad for me has been quite nice. Has been quite useful. And it was nice when the storage compartment actually worked. Here, I don't think it's the case. I don't think we have. Let's try going over the MSR like I did before. Whoa! Did I just lose a gun? Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I? Let's try going over the MSR like I did before. I didn't try it with the other one with Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is a pain in the ass, man. There's no point in which, there's no reason why you would want to try that. But let's try this. So as you see, for whatever reason, oh, there it goes. I don't know. At least for me, I find the Hoover quad to be a little bit more responsive and solid and agile when moving around. But hey, this and they, they tweak these things all the time too. So whatever you're seeing now may change completely next patch or next week. You just don't know what you may find, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah, it goes down with a little bit of a bump. The X1 is kind of like this, but smaller. And of course, we have the newest one of the bunch, which is the Pulse. In my case, with the asshole skin, a carbon fiber and gold, because that's the way you have to go these days. Yeah, this is the concierge exclusive paint, which it pains me to admit it, but it looks pretty damn nice. And it's, of course, as you see, by far the smallest bike of them all. This is downright tiny. It looks like an actual real motorcycle whale. This thing looks like a boat. So you have a gun here. You have a laser weapon that is proprietary. It's like something you cannot remove, but you have that. Yeah, I do like the black carbon fiber thing. The storage was nice. The storage was nice to have. Now it is fucked. It's not working. CIG being CIG as always. We cannot have nice things, but let's get on our bike and go for a little bit of a ride. So there we go. Sitting on it, nice. As you see, tiny, man. It is small. This thing is small. I'll just go next to the other ones, just show a comparison. Super tiny, even with the Nox. I think the X1 is a little bit smaller, but the X1 does not fit nicely, does not fit well into the 400i, ironically enough, given that it was supposed to be for that. But even compared to the Nox, this thing is considerably smaller, as you can see. Very tiny. It is about the size of the guy sitting on top of it, like a real motorcycle, right? Like a little tiny speedster of a motorcycle. Let's go for a little bit and this is of course the snappiest one of the bunch, because it's new and CIG likes making sure we like new things, and yeah, these things will work okay. I have blown up, crashing into stuff, but I like that it's tiny. You can fit it anywhere. I think I've read or I've seen somewhere people say that you can fit it even in the Aurora, just throwing it in there. It's kind of ridiculous, but I would like to see if this could fit nicely in, you know what, the 300i? The 300i that has nothing that fits in that little compartment. That would be cool if you can bring this along in your 300i. That would be interesting. Haven't tried that, maybe something for you to try out yourselves. Let's go over over stuff here. Whoa, crashing, that's never nice. Let's see if we can go over how agile it is to go over stuff like this. Well, kind of doesn't want to, kind of does. Come on. There you go. So it does it. I mean, it goes there. And I've done this thing for like getting into vehicles with a Hoover quad. So yeah, you can definitely do it. and I guess it is the snappiest of them all. Again, this is expected to change whenever they come up with whatever new bullshit motorcycle they want you to buy for a few bucks, 20, 25, or whatever it is. That's what they will promote at that point. But hey man, that's what we have so far. I hope you enjoy the video. Take care. If you enjoy this, do subscribe to the channel. That's always much appreciated. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have a favorite motorcycle? Do you use it for something specific that other people may not know of? Well, that's always nice to read about if you feel like sharing your own experiences. Okay? Okay, see you. Take care.